All right. Well, here we go. Let's get this draft in there. Before we do that, really quickly, actually, I mean, we're almost to the All-Star break. We'll take a look at numbers at the All-Star break. Let's just get to the draft. Let's do it. Oh my God, San Diego just lost a series to us. Not worried about the futures game. The 2024 draft. So at catcher, it is not going to make Michael Saito available to me, apparently. That is highly unfortunate. That catcher, Michael Saito, is not available. Third base, is Akio Chan available? No. What about shortstop, Eric Yabu? Okay, Yabu is there. At least he's available. Fuck. Left field, Watanabe. There he is. Koji Watanabe is available. What about Robert Sato? Sato is also available. Very good. And then we got the pitchers. Let's start off with closer. Ryan Arabu is apparently not available. I don't know what the hell is going on with that. But yeah, Ryan Yabu is not available. What about Matsui? I don't see him. And Matsui's not going to be there. Well, what about starters? Oh, good. Kondo or Fong. Neither are there. Well, I think I have 3 players I can draft now. Again. Because for whatever reason, when you scout out dudes, if they're just low rated enough, they don't even bother. Fuck. All right. This idea is on life support. Eric Yabu is going to have to be our 3rd overall pick. Jesus. To the draft we go. I don't know if this idea is going to work. We're still going to give it time, but this is bad. Cincinnati and Kansas City have the top 2 picks. The Royals, no, excuse me, the Reds with the number 1 overall pick. I mislooked. Select first baseman Peter Gonzalez, who was projected 8th. So maybe the Reds done blown it. And then Kansas City with the 2nd, might need to relocate the team to Maine. The Kansas City Royals select left fielder Charlie Dunham. So have the Reds massively screwed up and handed the Royals a tremendous player? That is the question. 3rd overall, the Mighty Ducks of Tokyo selects 44th projected shortstop. Our scouts think he's worth the 114th pick. 20-year-old Eric Yabu. Oh, boy. All right. Oh, look at that. He's in a suit. Apparently, they don't put him in the jersey. And boy, doesn't the logo look pixelated. But Eric Yabu is here. Congratulations, Eric. $5.7 million bonus demand. You're insane. All right. Well, welcome aboard, Eric Yabu. We'll go ahead and skip to our next pick, which is a competitive round B balance pick. Just to look through the draft and kind of mainly looking if there's any kind of crazy reaches. Like Phil Blanco, who was supposed to go 43rd. Castro, who was supposed to go 52nd. Valdez went in the top 10. Brock Berger was projected 69th. Okay, yeah, there were 85th. Herbert Valdez goes 15th. There were a fair amount of reaches. This dude was projected 70th. The 2nd overall pick fell to 19th. Well, hey. Hell of a lot of reaches. If we actually start getting good players available to us, I don't know if that will benefit us or not. Time will tell. With this pick, We are, and again, we gave up our second rounder to get Ohtani. We are going to select left fielder Robert Sato. Come on down, Robert. Hey, he's in the jersey, though. Okay. Welcome in, Robert. Good to have you here. And then one pick from Washington before we pick up Koji Watanabe with our final selection of this draft already. Koji is the man. He's not the best man, but he's the man. Koji Watanabe, welcome in. So from there, as we did last year, we just go to the last guy on the list and take him. We won't sign him. It'll be reliever Jared White. Go ahead and pick him up. In the 5th round, Christopher Guerrero. We'll take him. And in the 6th round, Rich Paniagua. Welcome in, Rich. Will those guys be better than the dudes that we actually drafted? Let's find out. The Home Run Derby. In Texas, Mookie Betts and Giancarlo Stanton leading the way in terms of home runs. Fair enough. Let's find out how the All-Star game went. Shohei Ohtani, surprise, surprise, made an All-Star game. Who else from our team was going to make it? He wasn't the starter, though. It was Christian Javier. Could you imagine if we had somebody else from our team make the All-Star game? Could you imagine? Got the Spencer Torkelson All-Star game. Yeah. Well, Ohtani made it as a pitcher and as an outfielder. The best. The best. Yeah, we didn't have anybody else. Not even close. Let's actually take a look. 22 and 67. Let's take a look at the numbers. Let's actually just go right to the stats page. So from our starters, this is the situation. Ohtani has 6 wins. He is the only one with an ERA under 4.5. Oh no. Kenta Maeda. Oh yeah, his overall's in free fall, man. Oof. Oof. Where would this team be without Shohei Ohtani? And yeah, their pitching's just, it's as bad pretty much as you'd suspect. So that's good to know. Relievers, the only one that we care about is Howard Chan. He has 13 saves on the year. 13 walks, 16 Ks for Howard Chan, who hasn't been abysmal for his overall. Catchers, I mean, hey, I don't really care too much. First base, John Arabu. 11 homers on the season. It's a 649 OPS. Joey Votto's hanging in there. Joey Votto's hanging in there. Ken Fujita, 30 RBI. 12 stolen bases. That's a 502 OPS. Oof. Buddy Chan. 4 home runs, 16 RBIs, 723 OPS. All right. He's hanging in there a little bit. Shout out to Buddy Chan. Nobody else that we necessarily care about there. In left, Robert Morey. There's a 675 OPS. He's the only guy that we care about here. Injured list. We actually got to double check this really quickly. Lineup wise. All right, so Votto, you've done well, but you are going to be out for Buddy Chan, and we are going to get Morey back in and left. Let's say I had a feeling that I forgot to re-update that, so there we go. Let's get our boys back in there full time. And let's focus on signing our new additions. All three of them, again. Yabu, Sato, and Watanabe. These are the three. $11 million bonus allotment. Eric Yabu is going to rake us over the coals. Yabu, what do you think? Declined. The gall, sir. The gall. What about Robert Sato? He also declined. Oh my god, really? And Koji Watanabe, what do you think? Jesus, the nerve of these guys. The nerve, especially the lesser two who wouldn't have been drafted otherwise. Unbelievable. All right, Mr. Yabu. Still says no. Robert Sato. Still says no. Watanabe. Okay, Koji Watanabe ends up signing. Gotta hope like hell he's a C potential. Otherwise, that's going to be pretty rough. So we got a couple of wins there. Up to 25. Gotta hope for C potentials across the board. Yabu. Lines again. About Sato. Robert Sato signs. So we got one holdout. One holdout here. Oh my god. We've won 3 straight games against Kansas City. Who got hurt now? Joey Votto, Kevin Pillar, Jake Lamb. Why is that an issue? Oh, I guess for this secondary lineup. Weird. Alright, well, we couldn't complete the sweep against Kansas City. Eric Yabu, we made you the 3rd overall pick, and boy, has that gone to your head. Oh my god, Eric, I swear to god. I swear to god, sir. I am offering you fair value. This fucking guy. What, did you declare for the draft to leave your homeland? 100% scouted, and boy, howdy, do those numbers look a hell of a lot worse. I am getting raked over the coals for a guy who absolutely sucks, but we need him. There we go. You're welcome. I just gave your family generational wealth, even though you absolutely suck at baseball. Alright, well, oh my god, we are starting to win more games here and there. O'Neal Cruz is the newest member of the Dodgers for Mason Montgomery, primarily. Duran off to the Mets for Kevin Parada. Pablo Muriel. And yeah, we're not going to do anything draft-wise. So, how good are the players that we just signed? That is the question. Are we ready for this? Because I got a feeling it's going to be bad. First up, it's Eric Yabu.
The Ducks, 11-6. The Red Sox totaled 11 hits as they were.
I don't know if this is going to be possible, everybody. I don't know. 20 years old, 51 overall, D potential for Eric Yabu.
He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in shutouts.
We're going to keep trying, but I don't know if this is going to be possible. Robert Sato, the left fielder, 19 seeing a 52. That's a little bit better. He could be serviceable. And Koji Watanabe, 21 seeing a 53. So the two outfielders could at least be somewhat serviceable. Eric Yabu. Oh boy. Yeah. That didn't work out very well. Really quickly, for those who do care about seeing how the AI did.
Put up 16 hits on the day as they beat the Cardinals on the road 11-3.
Again, I'm not going to go over every player. Not going to give my thoughts on every player. Although, yeah, shout out to Cochran, who's amazing. We've played enough of this game now. I've given the explanations enough. People should kind of know, like, hey, that's a good player, that's not. At least in terms of the potentials and such. But, yeah, this way, you know, overalls are listed. Oof, the New York Mets. We actually did still have a better draft than the Mets. So when in doubt, we had a better draft than the Mets. Does that say much? No, but at the same time, it says a lot. So. Ooh, Cubs. No B potential guys for them either. Cincinnati. Ooh. Well, Cincinnati ended up with Peter Gonzalez first overall. He's not bad. I don't know if he'll be better than that pitcher that went to... It was Kansas City, right? That was given that pitcher. We haven't seen Kansas City yet because they're way down the other way. I forgot about the new order. So, we'll see what's up. Interesting draft for Milwaukee. Very interesting draft for Milwaukee. Pittsburgh getting a couple of half-decent players into the mix. Same for St. Louis. You got Arizona with one dude of, B potential or better. Colorado. Hey, Colorado might be able to draft in this franchise. At least compared to last franchise. It's really nowhere to go but up. Oh man, the Dodgers making trades, getting decent prospects. San Diego. San Diego looking all right. Let's see. San Francisco. Valdez. Unless I've overlooked them, I don't think there's been any generational players in this draft. So, Boston. Glad to see the Red Sox are doing all right for themselves without me. Yankees. Omar Baez, their best player, but he's 22, so that's pretty rough. Tampa. Wow, Tampa. You also blew it. Toronto. Couple of B potential guys. Age overall notwithstanding. Well, White Sox made up for a terrible first round pick with a much better second round pick. My God, that's a phenomenal closer. Cleveland. They did okay for themselves. Detroit. And then Kansas City was handed Charlie Dunham. He's not bad. I don't think Cincinnati royally screwed it up. Haha. Damn good draft, though, for Kansas City. My God. Good for the Royals. And then the Twins took a 45 overall player with their first pick. I'm limited in who I can draft. What the hell is your excuse? Well, doesn't look like the Angels would have done too much. The Astros had a decent draft. The Angels didn't get much for losing Ohtani. We somehow did not have the worst draft. I don't know how, but somehow we did not have the worst draft, which is amazing. Contract extensions. Let's see if we can get a deal done with Fujinami early here. Sweet. John Arabu. See if we can get you back. Dana Yamada. We know we're going to want to bring you back. We can get that deal done already. Kenta, even though you are trash garbage. Even though you are trash garbage, I will still overpay to bring you back. Howard Chan. Gotta bring him back. Buddy Chan. Garth Amasa. It's nice to kind of get some of these deals done early. Robert Morey. And Ken Fujita. All right, there we go. Well, for the most part, that's all the big contracts for next year already sorted too, which is great. The question is, will we somehow be able to hit 50 wins? I doubt it, but you never know. Wow, Detroit just kicked the crap out of us. So did Texas. Got a rare win against Minnesota. A win against the Angels. Final month. Ooh, we need 13 wins in the final. Well, technically 14 to make it. Are we already? Oh yeah, we're already eliminated. We were eliminated a long time ago. Long time ago. Let's call. Who's the oldest? Let's get Johnny Cueto onto the major league roster.
As they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County, 6-5.
And we'll go from Maldonado.
As they were winners over the Seattle Mariners, 4-1.
I have an injury that I'm dealing with, don't I? Garth Amasa broke his forearm. He's pretty much done for the year. Not quite, but close to it. So we'll call up Carlos Carrasco.
Helping the Orioles defeat the Tigers, 5-1. The Minnesota Twins hit.
All right, well, that got Zach Greinke into the primary rotation, so good for him. We get Robert Morey back in and left.
The Phillies combined to give up just 5 hits.
All right.
They took down the visiting Braves 2-1.
31 home runs for Shohei Ohtani. That was a DH. Not bad. Not bad. I'll fix the pitching staff. I do not have 10 pitchers on my roster. How? Well, it just sent down a shitload of... It just sent down a bunch of people to fill out the minors. Oh, God. There's people on waivers. We're just going to have to go auto-fix. 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 Auto-fix all. Thank you. Well, let's hope that didn't screw up the roster too much. It might have.
Welcome to this Labor Day edition of Inside the Show.
I mean, it definitely sent some people down.
Starting in the AL West, the Miami Marlins earned the 3-game series sweep.
Definitely sent some people down, screwed up the roster a little bit, but you know what? We'll allow it.
9 games back.
We'll allow it. Lineup-wise, we won't allow that, though. Get Fujita back in second. Morian left. Buddy Chan for third base. At least get these dudes back in. But yeah, anybody that was sent down, screw it at this point. Just let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Oh my God. Fuck it. It's fine. I'm just leaving it. Let's just end this damn season. 38 wins. Make that 39. We got one against Colorado for 40. One against the Angels. Well, it is nearly impossible for us to accomplish our goal now. AAA Ball Club didn't make the playoffs. AA Ball Club didn't make the playoffs. And it looks like, well, 45 wins might be the goal. There it is. 45 wins, 117 losses. We were close, but certainly the under in terms of 50.5 wins. That is the worst season in the history of baseball, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, man. Let's look at the roster here. So again, catcher, we didn't have anybody that we cared about. I mean, you can see how well Manny Pena and Kurt Casale did. The answer is not well. Arabu at first base. 21 home runs. Oh, did the Tigers have 120? Well, shit, I guess we were better than them. 21 home runs, 52 RBIs for John Arabu. He's up to a 73. Again, the issue is he is 28 years old. That does not help. That does not help. He was okay. He's got some power to his game. Ugh. He's 28, though. He's 28. Tigers are 43. And oh, so yeah, I guess the Tigers were a little bit worse. Joey Votto's in free fall, but hey, he hit 7 home runs for us this year. Second baseman Ken Fujita, who is 27. No home runs, 38 RBIs with a 461 OPS. It's what you would expect for a 51 overall, if not worse. How'd Buddy Chan do on third? Yeah, good improvement for the 23-year-old.
The San Diego
656. Yes. Yeah.
they bested the visiting Rockies
Not great.
7-6.
Not great. We had nobody at shortstop. In left, we had Robert Morey. Yankees, Blue Jays, Angels. See, all the Angels have to do to make the playoffs is lose Shohei Ohtani. Houston and Cleveland are awaiting. And you get the Padres, Braves, Brewers, Marlins with the Dodgers and Mets. Waiting to see how that'll sort out. So our season is over. Yankees over the Red Sox. They'll play Houston. Blue Jays over the Angels. They'll play Cleveland. San Diego will play the Dodgers. And the Marlins will beat the Mets. Houston and Toronto in the Final Four, the ALCS. NLCS on the other side, Dodgers and Mets as the Marlins run of, well, if we make the playoffs or winning the whole damn thing comes to a close. Will Houston get the three-peat? They won last year. Game 7 against Toronto, and the winner will play the New York Mets in the World Series. Toronto! The Blue Jays make it to the 2024 World Series, where they'll take on the New York Mets. And the Mets are up 3-1, and the New York Mets have won the World Series. In 5 games. Oh, poor Blue Jays. Poor Blue Jays. But what a story. A Trevor story.
In Game 5 of the World Series, the Mets put up 16 hits on the day.
The Mets, by the way, I mean, yeah, the Mets are still pretty damn good. Kodai Senga would be great, but we'd have to trade for him. He has some damn good contract control. Who won World Series MVP? Probably Pete Alonso? No, Mitch Haniger. Okay. I mean, yeah, with numbers like that, goddamn. So no Astros three-peat. I'm sure the Mets are thankful that the Blue Jays beat them in 7. Season 2 in the books. Okay. A lot of the veterans just retired, as expected. Thankfully, none of our actual players elected to retire. Thankfully. As Max Scherzer makes the Hall of Fame in 2024. And now we rebrand the team back to the Athletics. I'm kidding, kind of. Although, Jesus, we might win more games.